Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a minute. I think it's been like a month or so since I have picked up the camera and filmed a YouTube video. Honestly, life has been a lot. I'm gonna update you guys later, but there's just been a lot going on and it's just been a lot. And it's been a little overwhelming to think about picking up the YouTube camera just because it's another thing I had to think about, and unfortunately this is one of the first things to go because it's very time consuming to edit YouTube videos, and also I don't get paid from this, unfortunately. Maybe someday, but I love doing it still. Just like with everything else going on, which I'm going to update you on later, there's just a lot going on that I have to figure it all out. But the good news is I'm so excited to be picking up the camera today and be back here with you guys and update you all on what's been going on and where I've been. It is a Sunday, which has just proven to be my favorite day to pick up the YouTube camera. And I think it's because I'm not on social media on Sundays, so my mind feels a lot less cluttered. So it's a little easier to pick up the camera and talk to you guys. But I'm putting my shoes on right now because I'm about to go to church. But first, just have a very basic outfit today. White t-shirt from Target. These are some of my favorite jeans. They're from Zara. Do you see how long they are? It's amazing for tall friends. If you're short, these probably are not the best for you because I'm 6 feet tall. Most of my height is in my legs, and these are very long, which we love. But then these are just vegan Adidas. Are the shoes. Oh, I do have an update for you guys that I want to tell you about really quickly. I officially started my sourdough making journey. Where's my dog? I officially started my sourdough making journey. You guys, my first loaf was a complete fail. My second loaf was still a fail. My third loaf is still a fail, but I'm failing forward. I'm failing forward. So they've gotten a little better with each one that I've made, which we love to see. So I want to show you guys this one. My problem is that they're coming out way too dense. So we're just trying to adjust and practice and read and watch videos, and I think I'm gonna try a new recipe. Gonna start it tonight and make it tomorrow, so we'll see. But this one is definitely the best one. It had some air pockets, which is just what you're looking for, so it's still a little like spongy in there and dense, but I mean, it's definitely my best one because the other ones had like no air pockets at all inside. They were just dense. So best one, we're improving, which is all that matters. I've been loving this like journey. It's just a good reminder to slow down, and it's helping with my like the perfectionist in me, right? Like I was a little frustrated that I wasn't able to do it perfectly the first time, and you know, those things, but it's just helping me with that. And I love a good process. Like I love a process that I tend to every day, and you see results, and like you practice and you see results. So I love that. And just I'm loving the reminder to just be more intentional and slow down. Even just with feeding my starter every morning, it's one of my favorite parts of my morning because it's just a reminder to slow down and be intentional. Maybe I'll carry this vlog into tomorrow and let you guys know how this new recipe that I try goes, and if it goes well, I will link it below. Oh, I don't know where Chloe went. She kind of disappeared a little bit. I thought she was in here on the couch, but she's not. Oh, I bet she's in the prayer closet. She'll go in the prayer closet sometimes, and it literally makes my heart so happy. I bet that's where she is. Hi, Angel. What you doing? Hi, pretty girl. Keep praying, okay? Enjoy your Jesus time. Okay, back from church. Had a beautiful time. Got to see some friends, which was lovely because it's been about 2 days since I've seen humans. So that was great. Of course, I went to Target too, but I'm gonna show you that later, show you a haul from that later because I'm starving. I did not expect to be getting back this late. I mean, it's not late, but it's almost 1. And I've usually eaten lunch by now. So I'm going to eat some of my sourdough. I'm so proud of this. It's not, obviously not great, but it's so, like, it's edible. It tastes good. It's so much better than my first 2. So she's beautiful to me. This is so messy, probably doesn't look the most appetizing, but it's fire and I'm so excited to eat it. The sourdough definitely tastes really good. Texture isn't perfect or anything, but I'm going to very much enjoy eating this loaf. I'm really excited about that. Tea latte is fire. It's a good day. I'm very thankful to be eating now. Let's have a little chat. Got my tea latte, which if you saw how I make it, I have officially, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I moved in, I was really worried because I moved in right across the street from my favorite coffee shop. And so I was like, I need to be self-disciplined. I was like, I know the way I can prevent myself from buying a tea latte out all the time is to perfect and enjoy making it at home. And I have done just that. I like mine now even better than I like the one at the coffee shop. So I'm not even tempted to go over there. It's amazing. And I also just love like the routine of making something. Obviously, I'm a big routine girl and process girl, so love that. And it's really good today. I just want to have a life update chat with you guys because it's been a while since I've kind of updated you. I've got Queen Chloe's in my lap, my emotional support dog. She's always there. Where I've been the past month, because I feel like I kind of left you guys hanging. So I was like, oh, I'm so excited now that I'm in my new space to film more YouTube videos. And then I just stopped. I have been loving making YouTube videos now that I'm in this space, and like the style of videos that I've been dreaming about making, just like the past 2 videos that I've made, like cleaning the house and more just chill and hang out with me type of videos. I've dreamed of making these kind of videos, and so I really am still so excited to be doing this, but I have just, life has been a lot recently, like a lot, internally and externally. So let's see, let me catch you up. I think the last time I talked to you guys was like right after my birthday, so it's been a month. So since then I have gone to an inner healing session, and so my friend's mom works at this place here called True Hope, which if you're in the Houston area, the Woodlands area, you need to look them up. They do inner healing, but they do inner healing with Jesus and like with the Lord, so it's Christian based, and basically it's a 3-hour-long session. The first half of the session you're kind of like talking about your life and struggles that you're having and all of that. You just kind of walk through that with them, and then the second half of the session they kind of just like ask you to close your eyes. Your eyes are closed for most of it, and they're just like, okay, now ask the Lord where he wants to take you, and then the Lord will kind of expose to you, okay, this is where I want to go, I'm bringing this up. And if you can't think of anything, if the Lord doesn't drop anything to you, if you can't really hear him, if you're not used to understanding his voice and hearing his voice, then they will help guide you in that. It's just so beautiful. And then they just kind of ask you, okay, where do you think Jesus was in that moment? Like these moments that have like really wounded us in our past, they're like, okay, where do you think Jesus was in that moment? And what do you think he would have been saying to you? What do you think he was saying to you? What do you think he says about the situation. You really like invite Jesus into these areas of your life. And you pray prayers over those situations so he can heal them, close the door on them, pull up the roots, whatever needs to be done. And it's just this really, really powerful thing. But that being said, it's very intense. Like, it's just like going back to some of the deepest wounds. And I've been feeling like these past few months, especially like just 2023 in general, I feel like the Lord has been kind of putting salt on some of my deepest wounds to help me heal them, which is beautiful, but like it's really painful, and just kind of like exposing these really deep wounds and like these lies that I believed about myself and these foggy lenses that I've looked through myself through that are just not from the Lord. And so I've just kind of been like walking through that on my own, and then doing this inner healing session. I was like, it was so beautiful in the session, and I came out of it and I was like, this is so beautiful, texting my friends, like it went so well, I think it's so great, it's so beautiful, which it was. But then I came back to my apartment and was sitting here by myself with it all, and I was like it's just a lot to sit with by yourself. And then I was just processing, as I do, processing. My camera's about to die. Why is this look blue? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go more into depth on all of this. I'm gonna film a podcast episode this next week. I always say film, I'm not filming myself. I'm gonna record a podcast episode this week, and I'm gonna kind of recap the last 2 months in that episode, and I'll go a little more into depth on that. So if you haven't checked out my podcast, Soul Fed with Gabby, I'll link it below. I do tend to go a little deeper in those because that's what podcasts are. So anyway, one of the big things that I've kind of been working through is this feeling of loneliness and feeling like I'm alone. And feeling alone is something I can trace all the way back to little Gabby. Like, I've just always believed that I'm better off alone, and that, you know, I don't bring any value to other people, so why even bother? It's very deep wounded. I've just felt very lonely for most of my life, we'll just say that. And so now that I've kind of acknowledged that, and I'm allowing myself to feel that, because it's something that, you know, I would sit in the bathroom at lunch every day my sophomore year of high school, which is a very lonely, isolating thing to do, but I never allowed myself to feel lonely, because it was kind of like I was in survival mode. I was like, this is just what I gotta do, and I was just like unfazed by it. But it's like, since I've been acknowledging that, I've been like going back to those moments and actually been feeling sad about it, and like, wow, that was a really lonely thing, I just never acknowledged it. Or like traveling the world alone, being in an industry that I didn't align with, and being around people that I just felt so isolated from. Like, that was a very next level lonely feeling that I never let myself feel, because I thought being lonely was weak, or feeling lonely was weak, or feeling these emotions was weak. And so my whole life I've just never acknowledged these feelings. And so now that they're kind of being exposed, I'm allowing myself to feel them, and it's just felt very, very heavy. And I know this is a part of the healing process, but it's been a lot. And so after that inner healing session, I was talking a lot about these things, and then I just came back and sat in my apartment alone, and I was like, ooh, like, this is a lot. And I went to processing it, which is something that I do. I will just process things for probably a little longer than I need to process them. I think that's my issue. Like, I will sit in it for so long. I think there needs to be a time where I kind of cut myself off, where I've done all that I need to do, all that I can do, and just give it to the Lord at that point. So anyway, I'm just like learning that. And then I like don't have a TV. I don't like really enjoy watching TV shows very much. I'll occasionally find one that I like, but with that, it's like I just am sitting here in the quiet thinking about that and just sitting in it. So that was just really, honestly, that week that I did the inner healing session was one of the heaviest weeks I've had in a long time. Feeling a lot and trying to work through that. And then I started with the same inner healing place, True Hope. My friend's mom, I like had brunch with her one day, and she, you know, was like, you need to come do a session. And then they were starting a training class to learn how to do this inner healing with people. And it's essentially like a prayer training class. So you learn about how to hear the voice of God and all these things that I'm like genuinely just hungry to learn about. And so she's telling me about that, and she's like, you really need to go, and she kept sending me like the application. I honestly didn't want to go because it's only 6 weeks, but it was Thursdays from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. and I'm like, that is my time to chill and to be in bed. Like, if you know me, I try to be in bed by 9 p.m. so being out at 9:30, that was big for me, and it honestly just felt so overwhelming, and I almost said no because I did not want to be out late, and I just was feeling very overwhelmed by everything in my life and like all my jobs. And I also forgot to mention, April 1st I officially started 2 new jobs, and this is another reason why I've been kind of absent on here, because I'm having to learn a healthy rhythm with these new jobs that I have. So I'm running 2 social media accounts for my church. I'm gonna link them below. I'm gonna shout them out. Go follow youngadults_TWNC and Bristol House. They are releasing an album very soon, and I'm so excited about it. So definitely go follow them, support them, show all the love to these accounts, because I'm running them now, and I would really appreciate it if you showed all the love. So I'm gonna link them below. So it's just like, my personal stuff is very loaded, and if I'm not organized with it, it can very quickly become very overwhelming. I know there's a healthy way to do this, and I'm figuring that out, and it's felt, honestly, these last couple of weeks, have felt so much better. But now I have 2 other Instagram accounts that I am running, and so that's just a whole other added layer. I go to meetings, I go to different services, and when Bristol House is like making an album, they're making an album right now, so I'm like going to songwriting sessions, and I'll be going to the recording of the album that whole week, and so I have to block that whole week off, and like, it's just another thing, and it's like such a blessing. I feel so excited about these jobs, and they feel so, like, I feel so much peace that it's what I'm meant to be doing, and I just think it's so beautiful of the Lord that I'm doing that and that I get to do that. So that's so beautiful, and I never want this to sound like I'm complaining, because I'm not. It's just simply, I just have to figure out a healthy routine with these new jobs. I'm figuring it out, and I'm feeling very thankful for that, and I'm feeling really good about it. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, which is really good. But so that's kind of why I've been so distant, and I started this class. So back to that, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but I officially started this class. So every Thursday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. It has been the biggest blessing of my life, and I wanted to say this because I have just been reminded recently, like, there have been a couple of things, like this class being one of them, that I was just so, I did not want to do it because it was so out of my routine. I like to be in bed, but I had to ask myself, okay, what would I be doing if I wasn't there? I would just be sitting at home in my apartment by myself. So why not utilize this time? I'm trying to find purpose and beauty in this season, and I feel so thankful that the Lord is cleansing me of this and like helping me heal this. I'm trying to do things in this season that I wouldn't be able to do outside of this season, and I believe like this class is a great example of that. Like, if I had a husband or if I had a family, I probably wouldn't be able to, you know, do something 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. because I would need to spend that time with them. So I'm trying to do things now that I would not be able to do outside of this season, so I can utilize this season well, because I am in it and I must be in it for a reason. So I'm trusting that, and I'm trying to utilize that well and take these opportunities. And so this is a great example of something that was very out of my comfort zone, something that I didn't want to do, but I said yes, and it has blessed me, you guys. I could cry because it has just truly blessed me, and I just feel so thankful that I said yes to that. I'm gonna be sad when it's over. So if you needed that reminder, sometimes stepping out of our comfort zone like that is a blessing to us. Anyway, that was just my little life update. I'm gonna show you when I go to Target. I'm gonna put that away, and then I'm actually FaceTiming a friend in like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna FaceTime a friend, and then I'm gonna do some cleaning. Good Sunday clean. We love a good Sunday clean. And I really need to read, because with this class I actually have a book report. It's nothing crazy, but it's just like 1 page. I have to write 1 page, but I am only like 1 chapter into this book, so gotta get some reading done today. But it's actually thankfully a book that I'm enjoying. I think I might make another tea latte because that was so good. Time for Target haul. I got this bathroom cleaner and then I got this all-purpose one for my kitchen. I also got toilet bowl cleaner, 7th generation, because I tried just using baking soda and vinegar in there and it did clean it, but it's just, and then I got some more flour for my sourdough and more baking soda for cleaning because I'm still going to use it, but just not all the time. And then I did not need these, but I did kind of need this. So I don't have a swimsuit anymore. I got rid of all of my swimsuits because they were all stretched out. They were all super old. So when I moved, I got rid of all of them. So I just got this bikini top. I like the color and thought this was cute. And then I just got some black bottoms a couple weeks ago. And I just got a white t-shirt because you really can't have too many white t-shirts. And I've been wanting one like this one that I'm wearing now. I love the longer, bigger sleeves. But this one is like cropped. I wanted one that wasn't cropped but still had the same kind of style. So I found this at Target, and so I got that. And that's all I got at Target. But I also got a couple things on Amazon. So excited for this. I finally got a bread scorer. So with the sourdough, you score the top of the bread, and you can either use like an actual scorer, or you can use a razor blade, or you can use scissors. And I've just been using scissors and it hasn't been working the best. So I actually got a bread scorer. So it's basically like a little razor blade on the end of this thing. So I'm gonna actually get to score my bread, and I want to make like cute little designs in it. So that's the goal. We'll see if that works. That's my little Target haul. I'm gonna chat with my friends now, and then I will catch up with you guys when I do some cleaning. So we had an outfit change in the comfy clothes, took the jeans off. But I'm gonna get to some cleaning now. I'm gonna put away this stuff that I got from Target. I just got off FaceTime with my friend, by the way. It was so sweet. I'm going to do some cleaning. It's about 4 p.m. now. So I don't want to do like too much cleaning. Honestly, I might do a little tomorrow as well, because I just don't want to spend the rest of my day doing that, because I also have a book report due on Thursday for my little class, and I am only a chapter into the book, so I need to read. Had to put a t-shirt back on. Got it pretty clean. I didn't get to go as deeply clean as I wanted, but it's 5 and I need to eat some dinner, and then after dinner I kind of just want to chill because it's Sunday and I want to take this day to chill. But my carpet's bothering me, my rug, because it is looking a little dingy, and my couch has a couple little tiny spots that I want to like spot clean. But I'm not getting to that today. Maybe I'll get to it tomorrow. If not, I'll get to it next Sunday, and it's gonna be totally okay. But I got the counters all nice and clean, got my bathroom all cleaned, and yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling ready for the week. It feels nice and fresh in here, which I love. I'm going to make some dinner and then probably start editing this video. Definitely not gonna finish tonight because I do want to take some time to read this evening. 2 weeks later, insert SpongeBob voice. It has been a little over 2 weeks since I was filming those last clips. The craziest thing happened. The day after those clips, my sister-in-law went into labor and gave birth to my nephew. So I became an aunt for the first time. So that was just such a beautiful thing. And then that weekend I ended up going over there, spending time with them, had the best time. And then the next week, which was last week, Bristol House was recording their album. So I was really busy with that. So this fell completely to the back burner. But I'm thankful to be back. Here I am. I'm back again, picking it up again. And I have some exciting videos planned. I'm getting back into the swing of YouTube. I cannot promise weekly content at this point, but definitely more than once every couple of months. So excited for that. I've got my kombucha. It is a Tuesday evening. I just ate some pasta, some pesto pasta, and I'm gonna do dishes, and then I'm going to my church's young adult service. I am having a fun day tomorrow. I'm getting my hair cut off again. If you guys remember, or if you were here in late January, I got 10 inches cut off, and I got it cut at that point to like collarbone. So my hair grows kind of fast. It's grown probably about this much since January, maybe actually a little more. It was collarbone, so it's grown probably about this much since January. And I want to get it cut off again because I really enjoyed having shorter hair. So I think I might go shoulder length with it. I don't know, we'll see. And I think I'm gonna go darker a little bit because these lighter pieces in here, it's just older blonde. So I was blonde for a little bit, and it's just that coming through because my hairstylist doesn't do permanent dye. So I'm gonna get it dyed back to my roots, which I'm excited for. I hope you're doing well. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Be kind to yourself.